What's a rule that was implemented somewhere, that massively backfired? My company has a strict no alcohol policy. You can't begin work within 10 hours of having had a drink. So whenever there's a staff shortage and they need me to come in right away, guess who just cracked open a cold one? My work has an infraction system. If you're a minute late, that's half a point. If you're up to 4 hours late, that's half a point. So if you're going to be a minute late, you might as well be 4 hours late because it's the same penalty. English law in Wales set the death penalty for stealing a sheep. Welshmen caught stealing sheep would claim to be making love to them. They would get a lesser penalty for bestiality. The consequence of this is they Welshmen gained a reputation as sheep shaggers. Alcohol bans at college football games has led to increased intoxication problems because fans are loading up before going in the stadium. Last summer in Sweden, bus drivers in some counties started wearing shorts due to the heat wave. After being denied to continue doing so by management, they started wearing skirts instead. Dress code policies ban shorts, but not skirts. One of the high-rise blocks I have to maintain has a sign saying anything left here will be removed due to it being a fire risk. People just dump the shit there they don't want, like fridges and sofas, and by law we have to take it. Fuck me right. What are some productive ways to let your anger out? Drumming. As a 30-year-old do-it-yourself punk drummer, use ear protection if you do this. Exercise is amazing for releasing anger. Also helps with mood elevation. Endurance running. My best runs were anger burns. Now that I am COVID flabby, house cleaning. Piss me off, and my place will be spotless the next day. Rage cleaning. Grab that fucking laundry basket and throw all your stupid clothes in it. Stomp all the way to the washer/dryer. Furiously mop your goddamn floor. Get into your garden and lose it on the fucking weeds. I may have used this method before. It's a good way to use your angry energy to achieve a somewhat positive result. I find it helps if you mutter under your breath too. It very much depends on the person. Some people just need alone time, some people need distraction, some people need to climb a mountain and scream. Try them all out until one clicks. Full body workouts. Whenever I can't exercise or burn out the feelings, I write. Pour your heart out. And if you're worried that someone else may read it later, you can burn it to release the energy. What's the most messed up/inappropriate thing that someone's casually said to you? I was packing up files and my boss said I looked good on my knees. My boyfriend's grandfather said twice that he would rather like to see me in a bikini than normal clothes. For context, we just spent a family afternoon at the pool where I was wearing a bikini. My uncle during my closest cousin's funeral who died from an overdose told me, "Just tell me you did it. This will haunt you forever." People don't take me seriously because I'm pretty. You're so lucky not to have that problem. Had an ex who requested that I keep the push-up bra on during the fun times because my breasts were disappointing, like opening a bag of Lay's. Middle of a grocery store. I'm 18 or 19. A man 50+ years old walks up to me, puts his arm around my shoulders, stares down at my breasts, and says, "Damn, girl, can you see your feet?" I was a server at Red Robin and a man in the bar said he'd leave his wife for me. He looked older than my grandpa. I like you a lot, but if we dated I'd end up cheating on you. What's a company secret you can share, because you don't work there anymore? So worked for ESPN for years. They used to charge people to be an insider, which gave you fantasy advice if you sent an email. Those experts were myself and other randoms here in Omaha, Nebraska, in a call center. No training, just our opinions. Camera shop I worked in as a kid. Owner used to make an extra print of the nudes and kept them in a photo album he hid in the back of the shop. Thought it was funny as a 15-year-old. Seems pretty fucked now. Pawn shop. If you pawn or sell your laptop, phone or camera, delete nudes or personal pictures. I had a boss that would go through each device. This idiot would go through and try to show me pics like I gave a fuck. And he legally could because the customer signs a waiver. Delete your shit, peeps. Tobacco companies would deliberately leave packs of cigarettes exposed at liquor stores where kids could steal them because a pack stolen is a pack sold. They'll be back soon to buy a pack. When we put you on hold without music, we can hear you. In many of those website help chat apps, the agent can see what you're typing before you hit send. Found that out after the support answered the question I first typed out, but didn't send, before deleting it and asking a different question. Was a slightly awkward back and forth after that until they admitted they could see what I type even without sending.